Hello, and here we are back with video 3, continuing with the Crochet Society Advent Calendar 2024. We got to box 11 and we're now going to open box 12. So we have this grey, this is Earl Grey again, and in here we have a lovely Merry Stitchmas. And in the background you can, oh, don't know if you can make it out, that is looks like it's been crocheted. There's lines there to make it look like it's a crocheted star and the crochet hook going through. Turn it around, turn you around, there you go. And again, I love how they integrate everything, the design, into all their packaging there. That's probably what makes the cost go up. There's that debate of the quality, what you receive, and the value that's perceived there, as to whether you would mind if it was just straightforward generic, so it might keep costs down. You know, we are living in a bit of a crisis at the moment, but it's also Christmas too. It's we want to feel good during these cold winter months. So it's nice to have a treat every so often, isn't it? Okay, so that aside, let's carry on with box 13. And again, we have the strawberry milkshake and a pattern magnifier stroke ruler. Again, in its own little bag to keep things protective, like a dust cover, isn't it? And it's wooden. Oh, there you go. So you've got a little ruler here for when you're doing your gauges, from 1 to 10 centimeters, 1 to 4 inches, and you have a magnifier in the middle. Is it working? Is it working? That's handy, isn't it? Especially when you're reading patterns and they're tiny. That would help. Back is a bit straightforward. And I don't know, if you don't mind sabotaging things, you could potentially unstick that and just carry that around in like a wallet or something, like a little handy magnifier, if you don't want to take around the whole thing there with you. You want to make it more portable. So anyway, that is box 13. I'll get it back in now. Oh my life, how did it fit in the first place? Who knows? Right, there you go. Kudos to the packers of these things. Must have been a bit of a challenge. Right, number 14. Can you see 14? It is here. And we have Go Grape. That was one of the first colours we opened. And in here we have a wooden row counter bracelet. Now, they had one of these in one of their normal subscription boxes. I wonder if it's the same sort of thing. It is very much similar, but they've got a different design on the end. This has a snowflake on it. I'm just going to move my lighting because it's a bit dark. It is nearly 6 o'clock in the evening here and it's pitch black outside. Okay, so there you have your numbers. So you would just, what you would do, would think, is you unhook that, put that over your wrist, and whatever number you're on, once you've hooked up your bracelet again, so if you're on 8, you could use this as a normal stitch marker. But if you're in the middle of working, you can just put on there to say you're on row 8, and it makes a pretty neat bracelet too. That's that. It's 14. We flip these around, so it's going to create, so far, the design, but in the summer and spring, as opposed to a winter one. So number 15 is up here at the top. And this one looks like a new colour introduced in this so far, because we're on number 15, day 15. This is the first time we've seen peach jelly. So it is like a peachy colour, slightly muted version. Okay. And we have a stitch marker. And this one is a nice skating boot. Okay. And that's in lovely matching colours again. Again with a large clasp, so it's easier to hook your work into. It's easier to just grab that tail there and open up the clasp. The smaller one's a bit more difficult. Brilliant. Get that round. We have that there. Number 16. I need to look through. This is 16 over here. Again, another new colour introduced. This is lemon drops. Lemon drops. There you go. And in here we have, does that say yarn keys? Yarn keys. Yarn keys, please. Right, let's have a look at this then. Opening up the bag. Oh, okay, right. Can't dig deep or pour out. Here we go. Yarn keys. What are they all about? Okay. So they look like the same. There's 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. And they're all the same. And I don't know what that's about. Any ideas? Any ideas? They kind of look like bookmarkers or something. And I thought maybe these holes were going to be different, so it measured the size of your hook, but I think they're all the same too. Yarn keys. I have no idea. Right, comment if you know. Help us all out, please. Thank you. That would be wonderful. All right. Okay, so on this one, when you reverse the box, you got the child there walking her dog. So that was number 16. You in number 17 up here. This is sugared almond, and in the box we have the yarn ring. All right. Ah, now you see these quite often, and you put them on if you're hold on a minute, let's get rid of something there. Yeah, put it on. It depends on what finger you like to, because I do things weird. So you put it on the finger that you want to feed through. It's too big for me. And you would feed your yarn into it, and that would help with your tension. So that's what that is for. so it would just loop into there and keep your tension going. See if that works for you. I don't tend to need one, but yes, it helps out some people I hear. So there you go, that's a yarn ring. It's worth trying out to see, because you do see them, and people do rave on about them, so at least it's in your box to try out. So far so good. Not too many, nothing really repeated, is there, in terms of gifts and things. And if you are buying this for the first time, you're like a beginner crochet, it's good to have those scissors and crochet hooks. I know a lot of you are seasoned crocheters or intermediate, and you would have established a collection over time, but it is good for those beginners too. And you always, I like different designs. I change hooks depending on what's on the design on it, and yeah, all good. So this is Earl Grey again. Earl Grey seems to be like the base notes of the blanket you're going to make. And we've got another stitch marker. This is the second one, and this is a lollipop. There you go. There you go. I'm going to try and move my lighting a bit. Yeah. That, what number is that? 18. Okay, I'm going to stop it there, and hopefully we'll finish the last lot in the next video, the final video. See you in a bit.